So I call this session and mini program, so to speak, You Are Not Your Thoughts. If you haven't taken a look at the Give Yourself Permission to Imagine mini session, I encourage you to do so because this builds on what I shared in that. But again, as I mentioned in my first mini session, your mind, your brain, is truly the most powerful tool you could imagine. Because your brain and your mind is what communication is formed from, right? What you think, how you feel, it influences everything. How you speak, your body language, your interactions with people, it influences everything. And the reason why I call it You Are Not Your Thoughts is because thoughts are not necessarily reality. We make them into reality because we keep thinking them and thinking them and thinking them, and the more times you say it, the more times you think it, the more it becomes reality. And then you internalize it and you feel it, and then you almost create it into existence. But what if you gave yourself permission to understand, to recognize that you, in fact, are not your thoughts? You're just thinking them. And you can change your thoughts, and you can change how your thoughts make you feel. So I want to give you an example, because compelling communication and connection, it's all about your mindset first. You have to really believe in it. You have to feel that you are worthy to deliver the message, and you have to really believe in the value of your voice. And if you don't think you are, you're not going to feel that you are, and you're probably not going to act like you are. And you're not going to get the results that you want, right? So this is the example that I want to give to you. Example is that you have a presentation in 1 week with your boss. That is the situation that is reality. You have a presentation in 1 week with your boss. Your boss, you don't feel perhaps is the most friendly or open. Maybe you've been criticized by your boss before. So you go into it thinking, oh my gosh, I have a presentation in 1 week with my boss. Oh, I'm not going to do well. I'm going to bomb that presentation, and I'm probably going to get criticized for it. These are your thoughts. So your thoughts obviously influence how you feel. If you think you're going to fail and bomb the presentation, you're probably not going to feel too good, right? Your confidence levels aren't going to be through the roof. You're probably going to feel pretty bad. So when you feel bad, what do? Most of us digest that maybe in not such the best way, right? We buffer, we procrastinate, we don't feel motivated, we feel uncertain, and feeling uncertain and not having the confidence will impact how effective we are in creating the presentation, in practicing the presentation, in delivering the presentation. And the result is maybe we don't give the best presentation. And it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, because what we thought, we forecast, and then it came true. But the same thing is true on the other side. What if you changed your thought to, I'm going to bomb this presentation, to, I'm going to rock this presentation? That is a stretch, and most of us can't really get there. So it's what we call a bridge thought. Instead of, I'm going to bomb, you create a neutral thought. I'm going to give a presentation. It's not a bad one. You're not going to bomb it. You're just going to give it. You're going to give a presentation. If you can get to the, I'm going to rock this presentation, amazing, amazing. Most of us may not be able to do that. But when you have that neutral thought or that positive thought, I'm going to give a presentation. I'm going to rock that presentation. How does that make you feel? Probably less bad, right? You don't feel as bad when you have a neutral thought. Kind of are like, okay, I feel like I guess I'm going to give this presentation. So how do you act? Well, if you're more neutral about it, you're not going to be as anxious. Do you feel that anxiety kind of winding down? I'm just going to give a presentation. You aren't as negative and you're not as hard on yourself. You don't psych yourself out and you're like, okay, I'm just going to write it. I'm going to do it. We'll see what happens. I'm just going to do it. Or you say, I'm going to rock this presentation, and you're energized and you're excited and you're motivated and you're like, you know what? I really am going to create this amazing presentation. And then what happens? You deliver that presentation and it's probably going to be better than the presentation that you would have given had you continued your negative thinking. So try that. The next time that you have something that you're preparing for, whether it's a presentation, whether it's a networking event, whether it's a one-on-one meeting with a potential client, use that philosophy and see how it makes you feel. See how the results change, because I can pretty much guarantee that those results are going to be better than what they would have been had you continued your negative thinking. So if you've connected with anything that I've said, whether you've had an aha moment or you want to learn more, I invite you to contact me for a free 30-minute consultation coaching session, because I would love to help you start your journey to finding the value in your voice and communicating confidently. I want to help you do that right now.